Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, Esau, and these other nations. And wanted to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashum, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles out in New York and the brothers that's bringing this truth with sincerity. I wanted to get into a quick lesson about the word is only given to Israel and no other nation. This is only given to Israel and no other nation. So I'm gonna start off with Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 4, and it says in Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 4, Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. So it says that Moses commanded us a law. The book of the law is it's basically the whole book, but the first 5 books is the book of Moses. You know what I'm saying? And it's only given to Jacob and no other nation. And to get into a precept that bounce off of when it says even the inheritance of Jacob, the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob is this is Sirach and Sirach chapter 24 1 through 23. Yeah, 23 kind of. And this is of the Apocrypha. It's probably backwards. Which it was actually a part of, it's still part of the Bible, but they took it out because it's some real truth in this. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's the truth in both of them, of course, because it was all one book, but they saw that they couldn't really manipulate this one, so they just chose to take it out. And there's real important stuff like how Northern Kingdom was over here first. You know what I'm saying? So this is Sirach chapter 24, starting at 1. Wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before his power. I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. I dwelt in high places, and my throne is in a cloudy pillar. I alone compassed the circuit of heaven and walked in the bottom of the deep, in the waves of the sea, and in all the earth, and in every people and nation I got a possession. With all these I sought rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide? So the Creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me cause my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, in thy inheritance in Israel. So it's saying Jacob and Israel so it says, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, in thy inheritance in Israel. He created me from the beginning before the world, and I shall never fail. In the holy tabernacle I served before him, and so was I established in Sion. Likewise, in the beloved city he gave me rest, and in Jerusalem was my power. And I took root in an honorable people, even in the portion of the Lord's inheritance. I was exalted like a cedar in Lebanon, and as a cypress tree upon the mountains of Hermon. I was exalted like a palm tree in Engaddi, and as a rose plant in Jericho. as a fair olive tree in the pleasant field, and grew up as a plane tree by the water. I gave a sweet smell like cinnamon and uh, asperlathus, and yielded a pleasant odor like the best mirth. As Salaki, give me a sec. Uh, I gotta have my glasses on. Salaki. Alright, a lot better. I gave a sweet smell like I'm gonna start at 15 again. I gave a sweet smell like cinnamon and asperlathus, and I yielded a pleasant odor like the best myrrh. I said myrrh. Myrrh. As galbanum and onyx and sweet storax, and as the fume of frankincense in the tabernacle, as the turpentine tree. I stretched out my branches, and my branches are the branches of honor and grace. As the vine brought I forth pleasant savor, and my flowers are the fruit of honor and riches. I am the mother of fair love and fear and knowledge and holy hope. I therefore, being eternal, am given to all my children which are named of him. Come unto me, all ye that be desirous of me, and fill yourself with my fruits. For my memorial is sweeter than honey, and my inheritance than the honeycomb. They that eat me shall yet be hungry, they that drink me shall yet be thirsty. He that obeyeth me shall never be confounded, and they that work by me shall not do amiss. And it's verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High power, even the law which Moses commanded for inheritance unto the congregation of Jacob. So this is only for Jacob, man. Point blank, man. Like, just read that to you. But some niggas out there, they just want more proof and stuff like that. If you don't get it, then you don't get it. This is only to wake up the elect anyway. I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy. Another precept is Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. Let's see. Yeah, 5 through 8. It says Deuteronomy chapter 4 starting at 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So wherever you be at, man, you got to keep these commandments, man. These statutes and judgments. Keep therefore and do them. So he told us to keep them and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath Yahweh so near unto them as for what nation is there so great, who have power so near unto them as Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgment so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? You know what I'm saying? It's saying the same thing, man. It's only to the Most High, man. And the thing is, we're the one that the Most High hold close. Like he holds us close to Him. You know what I'm saying? Near Him. Only these scriptures, this law is for us, man. And I'm thankful to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh that He made me an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, knowing the truth. So out of billions and billions of people, you know what I'm saying? He chose me to just, to be an Israelite, create me as an Israelite. And then on top of that, he had where I woke up to the truth. I could have got woken up to any one of these Israelite camps that's going off. But he woke me up through GMS, who has the whole truth, man. Another precept is Psalms 147, verse 19. It said, He showeth His word unto Jacob. And when you read in the law, Jacob's name got changed into Israel. So it's still talking to Israel, and he says it again. So I'm going to say, I'm going to read it over. This is Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. I'm going to read it again. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. He's saying that, you know what I'm saying? He haven't dealt so with any other nation. So if he's saying He hasn't dealt so with any other nation, and this scripture is basically the law, statutes, and commandments is for us. That's so plain. If you don't get that, you know what I'm saying? Especially Jake, man, if you don't get that and you want to be the person who try to save the whole world, fine, go try to save the whole world, man. And you're gonna be counted as a 2/3, man. 2/3, bro. Another precept, which is one of my favorite scriptures, because it's just so plain, you can't get around it. And anybody who doesn't get it, it's not meant for them to get. They get a veil over their eyes. This is Romans chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, For I could wish that myself was accursed from Mashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. And I'm gonna read 4 again, but I'm gonna keep reading. Who are Israelites? This verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promises. I'm going to read it again, man. Who are Israelites? Now, let me start at 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Mashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. So that's the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Our brethren, our kinsmen, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law. And this whole book, the whole Bible, the book, is a law. The giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises. Like that's just that's just so plain, man. It's too plain, bro. Let's see. Yeah, man. Basically, this is it's just too plain. You know what? That was one thing I wanted to bring out actually, because um a lot of y'all like to jump to these scriptures, man. Um, one of the most famous one is John 3:16. Let's go to that real quick, because y'all want to save the whole world. The Most High is just want to save you, but you want to save the enemy. It's fucked up. And then the enemy is trying to kill you. So you're trying to save the enemy that's trying to kill you, but the Most High is trying to save you, but you want to save the whole world. Fucking crazy. Um, this is John 3:16. It said, For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have an everlasting life. Now, the thing is, when you get to the etymology of the word world, that world is Greek for cosmos, which means orderly arrangement. You know what I'm saying? It only means orderly arrangement. Just like let's say I'm gonna use NFL. The NFL is let's say that's the whole world, every single nation in the whole world. Orderly arrangement is like I'm gonna choose the Chicago Bears. You know what I'm saying? That's the orderly arrangement. Is picking a certain people. He was talking about a certain people, not the whole world. You know what I'm saying? And if you go to Gentiles, man, the word Gentile, because a lot of y'all use scriptures with it's like, oh, go to Gentiles, or the Gentiles this, Gentiles that, but that's Greek for them scriptures that you be given is them. The word Gentiles is Greek for Hellenists, and is Greek speaking Jews. And who are the Jews? Us, the Hebrew Israelites, my people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? And to make up the 12 tribes. It's talking about them. It's talking about us, the Jews. Man, Greek speaking Jews. All it's talking about is the ones that was part of the world and taking on the world's customs, man. And you can look that up yourself. So, with that, shalom.